sasabihin ko to. Tapos,
Oh Lord, please hear my prayer. In the morning when I rise, it's your servant bound for glory. Oh dear Lord, please hear my prayer. When my work on earth is done, and you come to take me home, just to know I'm bound for glory, and to hear you say, well done. Bayang magiliw, peras ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, ikapasisingin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mamaga. May dilaghang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidiling. Lupa ng araw na ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pa may mag-aapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
you may now take your seats. Let us welcome our host, the President of the Philippine Software Industry Association.
This is amazing. I wish everyone could see the site that I'm looking at right now. Last year, I was also honored to be the host and MC for the first PISCON that was done in Davao, right? And again, Undersecretary Mon and Miss Emmy gave me the privilege to be this year's host, which means that I'm slowly catching up to Steve Harvey's record of having the host of 2 times in a row. Oh, wait a minute. That was the Miss Universe. But then again, there are so many beautiful people here today, and I know that there's going to be a lot of very important discussions that concern impact sourcing here in our nation. It's important to note that the government is actually doing their best to collaborate with communities and organizations within the nation to ensure that every Filipino is future ready. They are so committed to bring the jobs in the countryside and to the marginalized. To give us a warm welcome, here to represent Governor Hilario Davide of the province of Cebu, please put your hands together for Ms. Floreza Duque Alpuerto, the head of the Investment Promotions Office of Cebu.
is he and what is he to you?
um, Department of Information and Communications Technology Undersecretary Eliseo Rio Jr., Undersecretary Monchito Ibrahim, Governor of Benguet Province Crescencio C. Pacalso, Mayor Maria Fe Abonda of Borongan, Mayor Marlon Garcia of Barili, Cebu, Mayor Lani Mercado of Bacoor, Cavite, Mayor Diego T. of Plaridel, Misamis Occidental, Mayor Denia Florano of Socorro, and NICP President Tony Del Carmen, and DCAP President Genesis Rionico. Mayong ladies and gentlemen, mayong buntag kanatong tanan. Welcome to Cebu. Malipayong pag-abot sa probinsya sa Cebu. I hope you did enjoy your ride from the airport here to the Waterfront Hotel. I am very honored to deliver the welcome address of the beloved Governor of Cebu, Hilario P. Davide III. Technology has merged the world, especially the landscape of our workplaces. It supports the growth and development of all industries. Together with all its fruits and advancements, technology has become a well-accepted and trusted medium, both of the public and the private service providers. Today, it has become necessary to tap the digital platform in the conduct of business operations, in the delivery of programs, products, and services. Technology can cause a huge effect on efficiency, transparency, and accountability, even in governance. It is in this line that I would like to thank the Department of Information and Communications Technology for bringing Philippine Impact Sourcing Conference, now in its second year, here in Cebu. One of the Cebu provincial government's development agenda is countryside development. Cebu is now working on various programs and interventions in communities to spur more economic activities in the locales so that people will no longer need to move to the big cities to work. In fact, the government is encouraging the locals to adopt technological innovations that will ensure food production and provide decent shelters in the rural areas. DICT, through its Rural Impact Sourcing Program, aims to encourage and empower more Filipinos to be online professionals, especially those who are in the socio-economically disadvantaged areas. This gathering is truly an excellent venue and opportunity for us, the local government units, the business community, members of the IT industry of the province, PISCON's activity project partners, all of us here today to learn and exchange knowledge, ideas, and experiences. On behalf of the Cebu provincial government, we are very happy to host this year's Philippine Impact Sourcing Conference. To all the guests and participants, I welcome you all to Cebu. May the second Philippine Impact Sourcing Conference become another success. Thank you and good morning to us all.
Another big round of applause for Miss Alberta, please. And she was going through this very long list and long roster of VIPs that we have in the room. Welcome to Cebu, everyone. Welcome to PISCON 2018. So many politicians, Emmy, no? Maybe it has something to do with elections just around the corner. But anyway, let us now proceed with our This guy is not about jokes. This guy is very, very serious. I've seen the passion in this man. To give us a warm welcome, let's put our hands together for the government agency tagged as the department that never sleeps, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, represented by OIC Secretary and a friend of the IT-BPM industry, Undersecretary Eliseo Rio Jr.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. May I first greet Benguet Governor Crescencio Pacalso. We have Mayor Maria Fe Abunda and Mayor Marlon Garcia, Mayor Dalia Loyola, and of course Mayor Lani Mercado Revilla, my colleague Yusek Mon Ibrahim, NICP President Tony Del Carmen, DCAP President Genesis Rayonico, of course, the representative of Governor Davide, Miss Flor Alpuerto, Mayor Diego T, and Mayor Denia Florano, distinguished guests, industry and LGU partners, impact sourcing, trainers and leaders, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, maayong buntag, good morning. On behalf of the Department of Information and Communication Technology, I welcome you all to the Queen City of the South for the second Philippine Impact Sourcing Conference. After the successful inaugural edition of PISCON in Davao last year, I am delighted to see this program grow and nurture before our eyes. In Davao, I think we have a crowd less than one half of what you have here now. No? So you can see that the progress and the popularity of PISCON. Just 2 days ago, an appalling figure made round in the news. 10.9 million. This is the number of Filipinos who are jobless, according to a recent report of the Social Weather Station. That is 23.9% of Filipino adults that are without jobs. Of course, there are a lot of factors to explain why this figure soared, even if the government is hands-on in solving this matter. But the issue still lingers. The challenge of the unemployed is real. This is even worrying in the countryside, outside of Metro Manila and other urban areas like Cebu. It is in fact only in Metro Manila where the unemployment rate did not rise. But during the Labor Day, May 1, you see that unemployment has a grave effect because of the demonstration that was held during that Labor Day. How come this is happening? The Philippines has already seen rapid growth and development in the IT BPM industry in the last few years, making this industry as the country's top career provider. And it is even expected to steadily grow. The answer lies to the gap between technology available and human capacity. And the solution lies on how we, as a nation of hardworking citizens, adapt to the demands of the future. That is why it is only fitting that we discuss this phenomenon in detail in this year's theme, bringing the future of work opportunities to the countryside through rural impact sourcing. We need to understand that as we usher the fourth industrial revolution, the dynamics of the demand and supply of jobs are changing. Truth is, some jobs of yesterday won't be relevant for tomorrow with automation already in the horizon. In the global scale, according to reports of International Labor Organization and the World Economic Forum, there should be nearly 500 million new jobs, that need to be created by 2020 in order to provide opportunities for those currently unemployed and to the young people who will join the workforce over the next few years. And most of these young people are here right now. Never mind the old people like me. This is where the DICT Rural Impact Sourcing Program perfectly fits and can truly, in liberal sense, it can make an impact. Through the RIS program, the government is working to equip the country's workforce with the right knowledge and skills to make them capable of the needs of the future. The DICT is leading the front in reskilling and upskilling the Filipinos, especially in the countryside where there are a lack of ICT-related jobs opportunities. And mostly this is because we also lack ICT infrastructure in the rural areas. Not only do we advocate for the creation of digital opportunities to rural communities, we also provide comprehensive training that will enable them to take advantage of the opportunities available today and in the future. My colleague, Yusek Mon Ibrahim, will later discuss in detail how the RIS program grew in the past year. Truth to be told, the program beneficiaries are just a small portion of the 10.9 million unemployed Filipinos right now. So clearly, the campaign is a rippling impact does not end here, nor when you get your training. I challenge you all to be a messenger or perhaps agents of change of this good program of the government so we can all help those who still need help. But remember, we are just offering a lending hand. The real solution to put down the sourcing and employment rate is still within the people's will. As technology converges, it should be a challenge for us Filipinos to recognize the need to expand our skills and enhance our knowledge about digital opportunities. After all, we need to be ready for the changing times, for the future. At this juncture, I would like to commend Ms. Emily Delphine and her innovation team, Director Antonio Padre and the Visayas Cluster 2 group, and all the members of the organizing communities to make this second PISCON a successful endeavor. Can we give them a big hand? To our partners, the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, the Digital Career Advocates of the Philippines, our LGU supporters, and private sponsors, may this event serve as a reminder that our shared vision for ICT empowered workforce has just begun. Let be the impact of our community needs. Let us address this problem. Let us be the source of inspiration our nation craves. Together, let's put the impact in the rural impact sourcing. Mabuhay ug daghang salamat.
Thank you for that impactful message. That was OIC Secretary, Undersecretary Eliseo da General Rio Jr. And he called me up yesterday and said, we have a slight problem. We have invited 400 and apparently 600 came. So there's a lot of interest being generated by impact sourcing in general, primarily because there are several things that we could not predict in the future. The government and the private sector is in high hopes that together we could turn challenges into opportunities. Recently, there are several information being circulated that technology, including automation and artificial intelligence, is a threat to the human workforce. While technology continues to bring positive change in our communities, including our lifestyle, we should also be ready for both opportunities and the challenges that goes with it. To give us a background on the future of work, including our possible response to the changing work environment, let us welcome, representing the country director of the International Labor Organization. Please welcome on stage Ms. Lights Viloria, National Project Coordinator for the International Labor Organization.
Thank you, Jonathan. Our country's director sends his apologies that he cannot be with you today because all year-end. ICT, Mr. Jonathan Lusuriaga, the Commander-in-Chief of the software industry, Mr. Tony Del Carmen, President of the National ICT Confederation of the Philippines, distinguished officials from the national government and local government units, IT Council presidents, digital career advocates, and online professionals, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the United Nations International Labor Organization, let me thank and congratulate the Department of ICT for holding the second Impact Sourcing Conference. Initiatives like this jumpstart the needed skills upgrade, particularly in the provinces, that are urgently needed to prepare for the future of work. We salute you for your visionary efforts to prepare the workforce and in setting up the infrastructure in cooperation with the local government units across the country. As you know, technological innovations in the past years have already been transforming the way we work. New technology innovations such as big data, 3D printing, artificial intelligence, and robots are having a transformative impact on the nature of work. According to an ILO study conducted in 2016, the robot age is a reality in the ASEAN. The ASEAN region is a very tech-savvy region, but despite the region's heavy technology usage, ASEAN enterprises lag behind in technology innovation. ASEAN enterprises are perceived as technology adopters rather than innovators. As a result, the region has been more of consumers of technology rather than creators, making them dependent on creators of technology from outside the region. Based on the same ILO study, in the ASEAN region, technology will replace lower skills by about 56% of all salaried employment in the Philippines, Cambodia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. In the Philippines, around 49% of jobs in the Philippines face high risk of automation. Among other sectors, the study showed that 89% of the approximately 1 million workers in the BPM sector face a high potential of automation. With the automation of tasks through robotic technologies, artificial intelligence, and cloud computing, there is a high risk that low-skilled and medium-skilled jobs will become redundant. On the other hand, there will be an increase in the demand for skills for those adept in technology and can perform the right kind of data analysis. Unfortunately, these skills are not easy to acquire and master. This has an impact on both workers and businesses, as well as economic growth and well-being of citizens. There is a need to train, retrain, and upskill our workforce to be able to keep up with these new technologies for work. In the area of skills development, we are happy to be working this year with the Department of ICT for the Coding Bootcamp and Rural Impact Sourcing Training for Women for our Women in STEM Workforce Readiness and Development Program. With women being most vulnerable to job losses due to automation, the time is now to get women and girls to take interest in careers in technology. I believe women in tech here will tell you that there are so very few women who are taking up technology these days. So together with the Technical Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, and the Department of ICT, we are giving 250 scholarships for software development, animation, game development, including soft skills training needed to get employed and be agile for the future of work. Our goal is to get more women interested, trained, employed, and ready for the future of work. This is also an opportunity to strengthen linkages between government, the industry associations, the technical and vocational training centers to ensure that we have more opportunities for women through higher entry, retention, and advancement of women workers in IT positions. While the shadow of automation of jobs looms at our midst, we find that this technology anxiety is a window for us to take advantage of the opportunities it brings. For businesses, disruptive technologies have the power to improve productivity, lower operation costs, and increase demand, which creates more jobs. To prepare for the jobs that come with this demand, it is important that both the present and future workforce should take the technical and soft skills, or what we call people skills training, that will help them thrive in the future of work. Employees, freelancers, workers can take advantage of these digital opportunities through lifelong learning, particularly for skills that will help them manage, analyze, and design these technologies for the workplace. Employers, on the other hand, need to invest heavily in retraining and upskilling their employees to remain competitive. It is not enough now that employees invest in their own training. Employers also need to continuously train their employees based on these advances that will improve their growth and expansion. We commend the DICT in cooperation with industry associations to actually equip the nation with the digital skills that are needed for the future of work. With all of these in mind, how will the country respond to these massive technology disruptions? While we cannot slow down technology progress, we need to all work together in helping the country's ability to adapt to these changes in the world of work. Government, employers, the academe, workers, industry associations, IT councils, trade unions, and worker associations need to step back and look closely on how these changes are shaping the future of work and how these changes provide decent and sustainable work opportunities for all. We need to focus on three things. Number one, rethink our skills development strategy for the workforce. Acquiring more education and skills is no longer a guarantee against job automation. So what kind of skills and what level of mastery should our present and future workforce need to remain consistently relevant in the workplace? How do our schools and universities adopt and adjust to the skills need of the future? We need to develop the right curriculum, hire the right trainers, and even develop the right training platforms to catch up with the new skills needed. We need to strengthen the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics skills of our younger generation so they can easily adapt and grow in this STEM-centric future of work. Number two, strengthen collaboration among government, employers, and workers. The need to strengthen collaboration between government employers and workers cannot be overemphasized in the future of work. As more employment opportunities increase with technology disruptions, stakeholders need to work together to ensure that these opportunities promote decent work. Governments need to make sure that the infrastructure and the human resource needed is available to maximize these developments. This includes ensuring connectivity, skilled workers needed by our industries, and the regulatory systems and policies to protect workers against potential abuses brought about by these new technologies. In the same token, industries need to collaborate with government and universities on the talent they need for the jobs in their companies. Employees, on the other hand, should continually reach out to other employees within and across industries for skills enrichment and for their mutual benefit and protection. As new forms of work are introduced, we need the help of other workers through our trade unions, worker organizations, freelancer organizations, IT councils, and government to ensure that this new form of employment is decent work. Finally, we need to create a more inclusive future of work. We, as stakeholders in the future of work, need to ensure that the opportunities offered by technology are enjoyed across all sectors of society. While we all stand to gain as consumers of technology, we need to make sure that everyone benefits from these innovations, whether it's access to new jobs, new skills, and new technologies. This is where the work of the ILO comes in bringing together government, employers, and workers in ensuring a future of work that provides employment opportunities, respects rights at work, provides social protection, and promotes social dialogue. As the ILO celebrates its 100th year, we take this opportunity to pause and reflect on the future of work. How do we harness the benefits of technology to shape the future of work in ways that are more inclusive? The answer to this challenge lies in everyone here today. Together, let us make the jobs of the future the decent jobs of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lights. It's great to know that the ILO is training program is a very good friend and a friend of the industry. In fact, even I think before there was so much attention on the term inclusion, this person already has inclusion in his heart. He's been called many, he's been given many titles. the grandfather of the NICP. Grandfather? Am I correct? The grandfather of the NICP. But for me, he is simply a champion of the ICT and countryside development. Please put your hands together for DICT Undersecretary Monchito D. Ibrahim.
Thank you, JVL. I'm overwhelmed. I never imagined that what we started in Davao last year with less than 200 people would actually be as big, as large as what we have today. Congratulations to everyone. Okay, this event was meant to accommodate only 450 people, but as of last night, we had about 630 registrations. So we have a nice problem. So just a word of caution to those people who did not actually register early, walk in, okay, you're not going to be served food for today. Thank you so much for being here. This journey was never easy. This was actually not in our program in the last 10 years. When I was asked to join government 12 years ago, the marching orders given to me was just to grow the information technology and BPO sector and make the Philippines a global leader. And I thought that's going to be my opportunity now to really create impact in the countryside. Because the strategy I had then was, I think, the key to making the Philippines a global leader is actually not in Metro Manila. It is not even in Cebu. It is actually making the whole of the Philippines the center of gravity for IT and BPO work. And I think it's very, very obvious that we've actually created very, very positive impact in countryside development, okay, with our Next Wave Cities initiative. Look at Bacolod right now. From zero in 2007, they have almost 35,000 direct employment now in the BPO sector. Same is true with Davao. The same is true with probably, Baguio City, okay? Cagayan de Oro, Dumaguete, Santa Rosa in Laguna, even Cavite today, Baguio City. But the question continued to linger in my mind. What about the places out there? Ladies and gentlemen, I actually come from Lano del Sur. Who among the BPO players in the Philippines today would actually invest in Marawi City? Okay, mabuti na lang walang nag-invest doon, kundi mas malaki yung problema ko. But the question is, what about the people there? We have good schools there. We have good schools in Iligan City. Pero saan pupunta yung mga bata? So we started a small experiment about 5 years ago, okay? And in our search to actually find a solution to what opportunities we can actually bring to the countryside, okay? It's about, we all knew that it's actually not just about, okay, giving jobs to these people. It is mostly about changing the mindset. Remember, we were all programmed by our parents to actually finish our education and get employed by, either a government agency or people like San Miguel Corporation, okay, the big names in the corporate world, okay. We were actually not programmed to be on our own. And we knew it is actually also about opening new doors. And we need to start doing that because slowly emerging technologies are disrupting the way we work, the way we live, and the way we communicate with one another. And it's going to continue. Can you just imagine if today we're saying that almost half of the jobs that we see today in the Philippines is going to be replaced by robots in the next 10 years, probably 15 years. What about 50 years from now? What will it look like? So, with all those small experiments, okay, we were doing in the rural areas, I believe that the tipping point happened because of this person. Can we have the next slide, please? This is, sino mga taga Northern Mindanao dito? Iligan City? There you go. This is actually a guy named Nelin Baterna of Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte, which is actually a neighboring province of where I come from, my own province, Lanao del Sur. Okay. They were featured. We started working with, the online freelancers in Kapatagan. Of course, through the help of forces of my team. And then Bloomberg Philippines actually learned about what we were doing there, and they featured these kids in national and international TV. It actually became viral, and because the caption was farmers by day, BPO managers by night. Today in Kapatagan, in that small town, they have, I believe, 5 or 6 BPO companies there right now, homegrown BPO companies. And they're producing enough economic activity there that has changed the face of Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte. And when I showed this face to our friends in both Congress and Senate, pare-pareho sinabi nila, alam mo yung mukha ni Nilin na yan, okay? Doon sa probinsya ko sa Aurora, the same face we see there. Doon sa probinsya ko sa Agusan del Norte, the same face we see there. Can we make this a national initiative? Can I have the next slide, please? And it is, no. Can you go back? Okay. And it is because of this person that we actually got the fuel that we needed to make this a national initiative. We started with 26 locations. Next slide, please. And I'm actually going to highlight to you the result of the technical trainings that we did in this 26 location. It's amazing. I'm emotionally really inspired by what has happened there. 534 graduates. But remember, we have more than 10 million Filipinos unemployed today. Small number, but what we're really trying to create here is actually create a multiplier effect atmosphere where we can have the first graduates. Ang usapan kasi dito is we're going to train you, we'll support you in your initial period of starting your online freelancing career, okay? But pwede ba, ang bayad mo sa amin is mag-train ka rin ng mga taga rito. And that is also has been the arrangement we've had with the initial 26 local government units that we've actually partnered with. 200, while on their training, 200 plus of these 534 graduates already were earning while they were in training. And the good thing about this program is, next slide please, okay? Naisip ko, one of the more important dimensions of the training is the fact that we needed to actually get these trainees to build their own portfolios, okay, to make them noticed by future job providers. So ang ginawa namin is, we ask ourselves, can we actually hit two birds with one stone? So ang ginawa namin, pinartner namin sila with the local MSMEs who never tried doing e-commerce or online, doesn't even have online nowadays a presence. And through the big help of our partner, Ms. Janet Tural, pakitayo naman Janet, okay? The grandmother of e-commerce in the Philippines. Nakaganti rin ako sa'yo. Okay. We designed a program where the technical trainees were actually partnered with local MSMEs. And we were also amazed by the results of this experiment. Next slide, please. While they were on training, at least 10 million pesos were generated by the trainees for their MSME partners. Palakpakan natin sila. Amazing. Can you imagine kung magkano na ngayon yung revenue na na-generate nitong MSME partners because of their online presence? So some of the examples are, can we have the next slide, please? Okay, of these trainees is Jacqueline Torres. Wala siya dito, no? She's here. Jacqueline, pakitayo nga. There she is. Okay. Of Kawayan City, Isabela. Mother of two. Okay. Widow. And she's doing very well right now, and understand she's going to actually talk about her journey as well later in the day or probably even tomorrow. Okay. Can we have the next one? Vincent Turing of Oton, Iloilo. Okay. Outstanding graduate. Okay. He was immediately hired as a graphic artist by the municipality, a local government unit of Oton, Iloilo. Next slide. Zaget Cabulce of Cabadbaran, Agusan del Norte. Andito ba siya? Wala. Yung kanina, wala rin, ano? Ha? Wala rin siya, okay? He was immediately hired as a virtual assistant by a client based in Denmark. Grabe. And she's now gainfully, she's now gainfully employed. Next slide. And these are just some example of the MSMEs who never thought by making themselves present online, okay, it's going to open a new door of opportunity for them in terms of market size and visibility, okay? EJT food products, there's water purification system, and my favorite, Macvilla ice cream of Bogo. Ito ba sa Bogo, Cebu? Okay? Biglang the whole province of, andito ba siya, no? Anyway, I'm going to call on them later. Next slide, please. Okay? And the other thing that evolved is some of the graduates, they actually group together because the bigger you are, the more projects you're able to do, and the more competencies that you can actually provide, okay? If I'm good in web design, I can partner with a graphic designer and a content writer, okay? So we're now able to do bigger projects. Ang nangyari dito is most of these graduates group together to create their homegrown BPO in their own locality. So we have DigiWorks, okay, of Kamuanda, Cavite. The team has conducted digital literacy training in their own municipality. They're actually starting to pay back, okay? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung one of the things that we've actually asked the graduates is to help us create better traction by also providing training themselves without us anymore getting involved. The one in, next slide please. Okay, the one in San Carlos City, through partnership with the company of Leaf, Virtual Workforce Professionals, they actually partnered with the LGU, and the LGU provided the hub where all of these new BPO workers would actually be able to work together, okay, because they don't have computers, wala silang internet connectivity. And this is definitely one best practice that the other LGUs who are here with us today can actually look into. Next slide, please. Okay. In the province of Aklan, this is Acotec. They're now doing projects for the provincial government offices of Aklan as well as other foreign clients. They've actually been offering web development, digital marketing, graphic design, search engine optimization work for clients abroad. Next slide, please. Nara Digital of Zamboanga City, okay? They specializes in web and mobile development, brand development, and social media marketing. Next slide, please. Okay? From Plaridel, Misamis Occidental, of course, yung mayor nila doon, napagaling. Where's Mayor Diego T? Okay, there? Okay. Palakpakan natin si Mayor. They have their own BPO company there. If you don't know where Plaridel Misamis Occidental is, very, very nice place. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. So, these are the first 26 locations that we've actually been able to touch last year because of the 22 million ba? 22 million budget that was actually provided by Senator Sari Angara. Palakpakan po natin yun. Kung tatakbo man senador yun, kayo nang bahala. I'm not actually was just campaigning for him. And for this year, because of a bigger project that Senator Angara has provided us, 50 million na ba? Emmy? 50 million yung binigay niya for this year. Okay. Mas marami na. There was going to be 65 locations that we're actually going to be able to touch for this year. I think that's the last of my slide. At this point, I'd like to show you all an AVP highlighting the results of our 2017 work in providing technical trainings. Can we have that AVP, please?
The Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, is a primary entity of the Philippine government tasked to plan, develop, and promote the national ICT development agenda. To build the capacity of individuals in the countryside, the department is implementing the Rural Impact Sourcing Program. The RIS program focuses on high-density areas with low employment due to lack of investors. It also provides access to new income opportunities to individuals that might not otherwise be employed in the ICT-enabled sectors. The DICT has developed a module that will provide technical training on these jobs. The training primarily aims to increase people's hireability by focusing on development and improvement of their ICT skills and utilize it for employment opportunities. In 2017, the DICT conducted a training program in 26 locations all over the country and produced 534 online Filipino workers. Let us meet a few of them.
I'm Jacqueline Torres, 36 years of age, a single mom to 3 kids. Losing my husband and providing for my kids was already challenging. On top of this, I haven't finished my education and had no work experience. Pero kailangan ko pong tumayod para sa aking pamilya. Naisipan ko po na magkaroon ng pagkakitaan. Malaki po ang naging pagbabago sa aking buhay dahil isa po akong solo parent. Maswerte po ako, nabigyan po ako ng oportunidad na makasali sa training na ito. Masayang-masaya po ako at very proud sa aking sarili. Sa kasalukuyan po, napag-aaral ko ang aking mga anak ng maayos at nagagamit ko po ang mga natutunan ko, computer skills and knowledge through RIS technical training bilang isang online freelancer at online seller. Never lose hope, there's always opportunities, never give up, and don't stop learning.
Joseph Perez Jr. Nakatira po ako sa Laungan, Cagabaran, Buksan Norte. Nung hindi pa ako sumali sa training, hindi ko alam kung paano magkaroon ng magandang ideya para marami akong natutulog sa training. So, pagpasok ko sa training, nalalaman ko po ang gagawin para makakuha ko ng good client. Napakaganda po ang programa sa RIS. Lahat ng tinuturo nila doon ay magagamit ko. Ito po yung unang libro ko na matapos. Ito yung ako lang ang parang mag-design sa lahat ng ito. Hindi ko na kayang magagod eh. Sana po magpapuro itong training para sana mayroong second box dito sa Cagabaran para marami ang matuto.
When RIS technical training came in, wala pa kaming Facebook account. So, yung training natin, gumawa siya for us. I highly recommend RIS trainings to be part of MSMEs in promoting our products and our services. We want to help and promote our own freelance community, so we won't be hiring from the outside.
I'm Jun Barangan, one of the PICT's national trainers for the Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training Program. The partnership will bring ICT jobs to the countryside. The people in San Carlos will never have to go to Cebu City or Manila City, to the big cities. They can get their jobs in the ICT industry in their hometown while getting paid almost the same. While we're just starting small here in San Carlos City, we will be starting with 33 seats. But over time, we are planning to expand and might be hitting 100 seats by the end of the year. My name is Leif Brian Margallo. I'm the CEO and founder of Virtual Workforce Professionals. Everything started when I attended the RIS technical training graduation. I saw the potential of San Carlos based on the graduates and the skill sets of their graduates. Our company provides call center and virtual assistant services to clients all over the globe. So we have been providing jobs to the countryside, especially to people who'd like to work home-based. So this is the same structure that we will be using to provide jobs to San Carlos and the city and their talents.
This is a partnership between the city government and our barangay officials in our respective barangays where we establish tech for ed programs. So this is really a win-win situation for everybody, especially the city government.
The stories of Jacqueline, the partnership of the LGU and virtual workforce professionals, Faith and Jesus are only a few of many more inspired individuals who have knows about the challenges of unemployment with the help of training assistance from the RIS TTP. In the years to come, the DICT wishes to expand this network to even further areas where the next Filipino global business makes
I'd like to call on our first batch of new RIS champions, the people we've touched in 2017, and I'm going to request each one of them to please join me in the stage. Kung hindi tayo magkasya dito sa baba, so we can actually have a photo ops. Our new champions from Kawayan City, Isabela, can you join us here? Our new champions, RIS champions from the province of Quirino, to be joined by the cluster directors. Itong mga cluster directors namin, ito talaga ang naging arms, ears, feet, and wallet ho namin, okay, in trying to push for this initiative. Also, we'd like to call on the City of Balanga, led by the City Administrator, Mr. Rodolfo de Mesa, to please join me here, and all the graduates kung nandito man. The trainers, please join us here. The province of Aurora, the province of Tarlac, the province of Masbate, the province of Catanduanes, the municipality of Punangi Albay, the province of Aklan, led by Mars Bernabe, the municipality of Oton, the municipality of Alan, Northern Samar, the city of Roger, please join us here and your graduates. The city of Zamboanga.
It was destined to be. It was love.
The municipality of Dumalina, Zamboanga del Sur.
I came there.
The city of Dapitan.
Right at home. First time I met House.
The city of Lamitan, Basilan.
I felt a chill down my spine, right here to my feet. First time I met House.
Yung iba siguro dito na lang sa baba. Kasi baka bumagsak tayo. May napanood ako recently sa video na may bumagsak. Okay. Baka hindi rin nagastos ng tama yung mga pinagpagawa dito. Okay. Of course, our new champions from Carmona, city of Carmona, Cavite. Angel, where are you? Please join us here. The municipality of Del Carmen, Siargao, Surigao del Norte, the city of Cabadbaran, the province of Sarangani, the city of Mati, and finally, the city of Tagum. Please, ladies and gentlemen, Yusek Rio, may we request to join us here. Oh, I'd like to acknowledge, ngayon lang nakita si Assistant Secretary Alan Sinor. Please join us here, Alan. Okay. Amy, please join us here. Diyan na lang kayo sa baba, baka bumagsak tayo dito. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2017 batch of our Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training, the new champions, the new inspiration for everyone for 2018. Congratulations, everyone.
First time I met House, I promised I'd leave it for no other.
Mr. NICP President, maybe you can also join us here. And DCAP,
Forever dictating my staff.
Leaf and Genesis, please join us here.
I guess I was all she wants me
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And may be the force behind rural impact sourcing beginning this year. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not to end my my speaking slot here. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Director of Visayas Cluster 2, Director Joe Bagulaya. Nakalimot Joe, Director Joe is over there. Pasensya ka na, medyo bumabata yung ating OIC Secretary, nakalimutan niya kayo ng banggitin, okay? Si Joe Bagulaya. And sino pa bang nakalimutan dito? Of course, this opportunity to really thank the workforce behind the second PISCON, Camille, Maris, and Nico, okay? At maraming pang iba. I'll probably have the opportunity tomorrow to actually acknowledge all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Secretary Mon Ibrahim and all the champions of RIS Philippines. So how many politicians, government agencies, private sector players would it take to turn on the light of the rural impact sourcing here in our nation? Apparently, with the diverse crowd of VIPs, politicians, private sector players, and government agencies, it seems that it would take the effort of each and every one of us to undertake such a significant and noble undertaking. But one of the committed supporters of this initiative, who has pulled the trigger before anyone else to provide a little bit of funding so that this program, this initiative could actually come into fruition, is no other than the acting chairperson of the Senate Committee on Labor, Employment, and Human Resources Development. Put your hands together for a video message from Senator Sunny Angara.
Good morning to the organizers and participants in PISCON. Congratulations. I apologize I'm not able to join you this time because I have been scheduled in Mindoro. But you know, I'm a big fan and supporter of what you do because of what it does for our people, provides jobs, opportunities, makes lives better. So count on my support in the coming years in all your endeavors. Congratulations again.
At this point, let us all have a quick break as the team prepares for the first panel. The first session will start in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Communications Technology or DICT is the primary entity of the Philippine government tasked to plan, develop, and promote the national ICT development agenda. To build the capacity of individuals in the countryside, the department is implementing the Rural Impact Sourcing Program. The RIS program focuses on high-density areas with low employment due to lack of investors. It also provides access to new income opportunities to individuals that might not otherwise be employed in the ICT-enabled sectors. The DICT has developed a module that will provide technical training on these jobs. The training primarily aims to increase people's hireability by focusing on development and improvement on their ICT skills and utilize it for employment opportunities. In 2017, the DICT conducted the training program in 26 locations all over the country and produced 534 online Filipino workers. Let us meet a few of them.
I'm Jacqueline Torres, 36 years of age, a single mom to 3 kids. Losing my husband and providing for my kids was already challenging. On top of this, I haven't finished my education and had no work experience. Pero kailangan ko pong kumayod para sa aking pamilya. Kaya naisipan ko po na magkaroon ng pagkakitaan. Malaki po ang naging pagbabago sa aking buhay dahil isa po akong solo parent. Maswerte po ako, nabigyan po ako ng oportunidad na makasali sa training na ito. Masayang-masaya po ako at very proud sa aking sarili. Sa kasalukuyan po, napag-aaral ko ang aking mga anak ng maayos at nagagamit ko po ang mga natutunan ko computer skills and knowledge through RIS technical training bilang isang online freelancer at online seller. Never lose hope, there's always opportunities. Never give up and don't stop learning.
My name is Jesus Lilis Jr. Nakatira po ako sa La Union, Cabadbaran, Agusan del Norte. Nung hindi pa ako sumali sa training, hindi ko alam kung paano magkaroon ng magandang ideya para magkaroon ng kliyente. Marami akong natutunan sa training. Sa pagpasok ko sa training, nalalaman ko po kung ano ang gagawin para makakuha ako ng good client. Napakaganda po ang programa sa RIS. Lahat ng itinuturo nila doon ay nagagamit ko. Ito po yung unang libro ko na natapos. Ito ngayon ako lang ang magdi-design sa lahat ng dito. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-abroad. Sana po magpatuloy itong trainee sa RIS at sana mayroong second batch dito sa Cabadbaran para marami ang matuto.
When RIS technical training came in, wala pa kaming Facebook account. So, yung training natin, gumawa siya for us. I highly recommend RIS TT trainees to be part of MSMEs in promoting our products and our services. We want to help and promote our own freelance community, so we won't be hiring from the outside.
If you're ready to listen to us, please give us 2 claps. Again, if you're ready to listen to us, please give us 2 claps. All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be back here again for the Philippine Impact Sourcing Conference. Thank you, DICT, and to all the honorable men and women of the organization, and of course, from the various local government units and industry partners. What started last year as a trial project, in a sense, in implementing the Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training, has now come into full bloom. So we're 3 times bigger for 2018, and we're quite excited about it. Maybe before I start introducing our panel, I just want to give a quote from John Maxwell. John Maxwell said, "Everything rises and falls on leadership." So let me repeat that. Everything rises and falls on leadership. But what does rising and falling mean? And John Maxwell said, everything rises and falls on leadership. What leads to the rise is the law of momentum. It's all about generating momentum. And when momentum is there, nothing can stand on its way to block it from its full implementation. So even if you put something out there in front of it to stop it, to derail it, it will just smash through it. That's law of momentum. And I believe the Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training Program has already reached that. We've attained our law of momentum. But what also contributes to the fall of leadership is the law of the lid. Earlier, the OIC Secretary mentioned about the unemployment rate. And usually what contributes to the fall is the law of the lid. If your capacity is a 6, then everything that you do will only be at a 5. It will never be at a 7 and an 8. So meaning if we also want to attain greater things in life, we have to continuously increase our lid. And I think that is one of the important things that this program aims to achieve by raising the lid, raising the capacity of people participating in this program, not only the participants, the MSMEs, the partners to also embrace an open mind in exploring the full potential of this program. So for all of us who are here today, especially for those of you who will also be signing later for the 65 city implementation of the program, congratulations for making that great decision, and to all the clusters for taking that leadership to make this happen. I believe we all deserve a warm applause for that. So I hope we can keep that in mind. Everything rises and falls on leadership. So I'd like to introduce our panel who will share to us their experiences. So the Rural Impact Sourcing Initiative and its impact to individual Filipinos and micro and small medium enterprises in the countryside, the sharing of success stories. We have with us some of the graduates from different locations and 2 MSMEs. Lorenzo Dupa from Carmona, Cavite. Wave na lang kayo para makita nila. We also have Jeric Hapal from Bogo, Cebu. Jehan Foro from Zamboanga City. Ian Montenid from Oton, Iloilo. Jacqueline Torres from Kawayan City. And Felionor Calo, President of PhilExport Caraga. And we also have the owner of Roselle's Pearls and Gems, Maria Cecilia Sarigumba. Okay, so let's start by asking them to briefly introduce themselves and what are they into, and perhaps talk about what they've done in the program as well. So let's start with Lorenzo Dupa.
Okay na. Hello. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the DICT for bringing us here. And I am Lorenzo Dupa from Carmona, Cavite. First batch graduate of our ISTT in Cluster 2, Luzon Cluster 2. So I am now the chairman of the DigiWorks Carmona, whose DigiWorks Carmona formed out of our ISTT graduates. So our team now is officially registered as cooperative, and we are now fully operating 2 print on demands and drop shipping aside from our web development. services from small and medium enterprise around Carmona, Cavite. Thank you.
Okay, and then we also have Jerry Kapal from Gogo Cebu. Kindly introduce yourself to everyone.
Um, Hello. Good morning, everyone. Okay. I am Jeric, first batch graduate at Bugu City, Cebu, and I am now working is a web designer and developer for an agency. So, part-time lang ako, pero nasa bahay lang ako nagtatrabaho. And we're also aiming for or one of my colleague or one of my fellow graduate, we're aiming for we're aiming to contribute to rural areas for a training of web development. So that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Jehan Foro from Zamboanga.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, DICT, for bringing us here. I'm Jehan Foro, co-founder of Nara Digital Solutions. We are the first batch of graduates in Zamboanga City for our ISTT, and may I also say that we broke the record for the most number of completers with 18 certificates of completion. Nara Digital is a homegrown digital agency, and we are focused on giving services, focus on virtual assistant services, social media management, and web development. Currently, it's just the three co-founders and I. My co-founders, Raquel Asa, she's also a fellow RISTP graduate, and Mr. Marl Ian Dionaldo, he is our mentor. He has always been our mentor from RIS up until today. And we also have one VA who is also a graduate of the RISTT program. The three of us are mothers, and right now we are building our skills so that we can provide quality work not only for international clients but also to, especially to local clients, hopefully. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jehan. We also have Ian Montanid from Oton, Iloilo.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aaron Montanid, first batch of graduate RFISTT from Oton. Currently, I am working at Virtual Workforce Professional, one of the top, most credible and top-rated online agencies in the Philippines. I'm working as one of the administrator and one of the marketing team of DWP right now. Thank you.
Okay. And we also have, she was shown earlier in the video, but I'm sure we'll welcome a personal introduction from her, Jacqueline Torres from Kawayan City.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Torres. A while ago, oo nga po, widow po ako. 3 yung kids ko. And dating housewife, pero ngayon po, online seller and freelancer. Tumatanggap po ako ng data encoding and sa photo editing po. And I am hungry pa po para matuto pa po sa ibang project pa po ng DICT at ng RIS. Thank you.
Thank you. We're also very, very fortunate to be joined by 2 MSMEs who have benefited from the program. I'd like to introduce the president of Phil Export Caraga, Ma'am Fe Leonor Calo.
Hi. I am the owner of Calo Candles, an export company. I also have Calo Horse Farm, a tourism destination. I also have other projects under my leadership, and I am Leonor Calo, by the way. I am the president for 12 years of the Philippine Exporters Confederation of Caraga. And now I am pushing for the 74 membership of my chapter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And then we also have the owner of Roselle's Pearl and Gems, Maria Cecilia Sarigumba, also an MSME.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. I'm Maria Cecilia de la Serna Sarigumba Benta. Mahirap talagang sumabay sa mga millennial age. And let's face it, negosyante lang ako. Pero hindi ko talaga alam, sa larangan ng pagninegosyante, hindi ako magtatagal ng 20 years kung wala akong narating. Pero hindi ko talaga alam pasukin kung papaanong sumabay sa millennial na panahon. So salamat DITC, at DICT and RIS dahil isa ako sa nakabenepisyo. Ngayon may imahe na ako sa international world of internet.
Okay, thank you very much sa inyong mga magagandang pagpapakilala. So siguro gamitin natin itong pagkakataon na to para mas makilala pa natin sila. Siyempre nakikita natin sila ngayon as graduates na o mga nakatapos sa 2017 Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training. But it will also be interesting to note what was it like? How did you change before and after the Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training? Lorenzo, would you like to start?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm a former OFW in Saudi Arabia for more than 30 years. So, my life has been evolved in Saudi Arabia. Kumbaga, nakuha ko na nga yung culture ng Saudi Arabia. But yearly, umuwi ako ng Pilipinas. And then, last year, suddenly, my Korean company nawalan ng project sa Saudi Arabia and they forced us to go home. Nawalan kami ng trabaho. So, for the 13 years na nagtatrabaho ako, stable yung aking income. Suddenly, dahil sa may mentality ako na parang mayaman pagdating sa mga OFW, wala akong naipon. And then, pag-uwi ko, wala akong trabaho. Until na dumating yung RISTT training. And then, yun ang nagbukas sa akin ng opportunity to work online. And siguro kung wala yung RISTT training, siguro bumalik na ako ng abroad ngayon.
Okay, thank you. Jeric?
So before I joined RISTT, I used to work as a computer technician for a couple of years. And now, after which I joined, I am now a Philippine-based web developer and designer, which specializes in WordPress. So not just CMS, but also in sales and marketing. So that's all.
Okay, thank you. Jehan?
I've been working since 2004. I worked as a freelance writer for 6 years. And before that, nag-work po ako sa BPO industry in Manila. And I can say that the before and after of my life, before and after RIS, ang laki ng kaibahan kasi I'm a mother. I'm a mother and I had to leave my kids with my in-laws para lang makapunta ako ng Manila just to work and earn 25,000 pesos. I could see the impact on my kids and how they saw me as their mother. Sorry, because it's motherhood. After RIS, I can see na nag-increase yung earning potential ko and I can be with my kids. I got closer to them. Na mas naging healthy sila because I can focus on their health, on their discipline, on their studies. Before, nag-work ako as an ESL teacher, but that still wasn't enough for me to be with my kids kasi I could only give like 30 minutes with them for lunch. After that, magmamadali na akong umalis because I still had a class at hindi pwedeng malate. Yes, ESL teachers here would know na hindi ka pwedeng malate because that will really impact your earnings. and your standing in the company. Lagi akong naka-beast mode, lagi akong galit sa mga anak ko, lagi akong tumahimik kayo because I'm having a class, laging ganun. My kids were always fighting. They were never close to each other. It's like they reached a point that they hated each other because of the negative energy that they were getting from me as an ESL teacher. But when I specialized as an e-commerce VA, when I had my digital agency, I was able to bring my kids to bonding sessions. Nagsiswimming sila habang ako nag-work. My youngest is taking ballet classes habang ako nag-work while waiting for her. And I could see that their relationship as sisters, mas nag-grow siya because they can see na mas positive na rin yung naging attitude ko towards them. Kasi hindi na ako nagbe-beast mode. I can give them 100% of my attention as their mother. So I really have the RISTT to thank for that.
Thank you very much for that heartwarming sharing. And let's hear from, oh by the way, kayo na para may nakita na ako nagtataas ng kamay. Mamaya po, may opportunity po kayo mag-ask ng question. So hold on to that question. Okay, Ian, would you like to share your story?
Yes, before the RISTT, I am a graduate of information technology. So my first job is a computer technician. Then I also work in BPO industry as a call center representative. Then after a year, I stopped working in the BPO industry. Then that time, that the ICT for training for RIS, then I am very fortunate to be considered. So not one of the biggest impact of RISTT has given me is that I was able to meet my boss right now, the CEO of Virtual Workforce Professional. And right now, I am very happy that I am working with a team of PWP. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Jacqueline?
Before po kasi housewife po ako. Dumaan po ako bago po yung RIS training. Recently lang po noon namatay yung husband ko. So, dumadaan po ako sa trauma. Kasi 38 days po kami sa surgical ICU. Ako lang po mag-isa noon without my family or his family. Kasi wala pong may iwan sa bahay for my 3 kids. Kaya sabi po ng friend ko, try ko daw pong mag-join ng RIS. Kaya mapapatanayan po yan ni Sir JR na pag may mga gantong sharing, umiiyak po ako sa harap. Pero naging strong po ako sa RIS kasi naging madaldal po ako, naging friendly po ako kasi dati hindi po ako nakikipag-usap. And na-lessen po yung gastusin ko dun sa doctor na binivisit ko every week. Kaya napakaganda po ng RIS training kasi naboost niya po yung confidence ko. Tapos single mom po ako, hindi po ako nakatapos ng college. Kaya sobra pong natuto po ako ng sobra sa RIS training.
Thank you. And then maybe we can also get the experiences of our MSMEs before and after the RIS initiative. Kamusta po yung mga inyong online initiatives? Paano po nakatulong ang RIS sa inyo?
Before, I will not cry. Before RIS, I've been exporting already my candles. And I became president for the Philippine Exporters Confederation, Caraga. And I have been joining trade fairs for the past 12 years. So, when I was invited sa RIS, for me, it was just a compliance because I support our LGU and DTI and the DICT. But when the partnership with the trainee and the MSME came into life, I realized that we MSMEs do not even need to go out of our homes do not need to go to trade fairs anymore because we can do business online. And it happened, and it was true. We had the training July, and by August, from August of last year until now, we did not join trade fairs anymore, but we got a space sa Robinson's Butuan, and for the past 10 months, I'm so happy to tell you that what really helped us was not even just our products, but because of the technology knowledge, it gave us power. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ma'am Cecilia, would you like to share your story?
Meron din namang side na maramdamin, pero mas more on side sa akin ngayon mas sobrang pasasalamat ko. For the past 20 years, livelihood trainer ako ng jewelry making under DTI and DNTLDC during Arroyo's time. I have a working hands. Humahawak talaga to ng mga tools sa paggawa ng pag-aalahas. Well, sa pag-aalahas kasi kailangan mo yung personal na pakikipag-usap mo sa mga kliyente. During that time, hindi ko na inisip yung mga advertisement. Ang sa akin kasi nakapenetrate na ako sa lugar namin sa Tagum na halos lahat ng mga klase ng mga tao na nag-fit ng kailangan niyang alahas, kaya kong i-provide. Magmula sa pinakamura hanggang sa pinakamahal. Carat size diamonds, those South Sea pearls. Pero hindi naman lahat naiintindihan nila. Ngayon, hindi mo na kailangan lumabas for the exhibit. Ako rin, exhibitor ako for the Mindanao Trade Expo for a very, very long time. Hindi mo na kailangan lumabas. Ako ngayon, hindi ko na kailangan magsalita. Kasi papakita ko lang yung mga pictures na ginawa ng scholar ko. Grabe yung buhok ng mga model. Ang ganda ng tassel earring. Napakamura pero napakamahal tignan. Those little stone na ginanyan niya sa napakagandang kamay at inilabas sa Facebook at sa aking website. Yung Swiss diamond, mukhang diamond na totoo. You see that? Hindi ko na kailangan magsalita. Tapos ipinost lahat ng aming finished product. That picture speaks my craft. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Siguro pag-usapan din natin, alam nyo, ang isa sa mga challenging parts ng program, very hands-on intensive siya. So, yung mga bata po, ang kailangan nilang i-produce na output ay more than 20, no? Kada klase. Tapos kailangan nilang mag-run ng 2 campaign. 21 days campaign para i-promote yung produkto ng MSME at 21 days campaign para i-promote yung kanilang sarili as a freelancer. So, aminado po tayo na it requires a lot of determination para po matapos po siya. So, gusto ko po malaman sa mga participants natin, saan yung hinugot yung inyong superpowers, no? Yung inyong determination para maging isa kayo dun sa mga iilan na naka-completion dun sa program at in fact mga naging medalist pa nga kayo even, no? Lorenzo, would you like to share?
Yung aking grit na matapos yung technical training is yung ayoko nang bumalik ng abroad. Ayoko nang bumalik ng Saudi Arabia. Ayoko nang magtrabaho sa mainit na desierto under ng mga pipings, under ng mga oil and gas industrials. And then, nagkaroon na rin ako ng baby, which is na gusto kong makita siya habang lumalaki. So, yun ang isang determination ko para hindi na matapos yung training. And then, one more thing is that dahil nagsara na yung company namin, hindi ko na nakayang makuha yung sweldo ko sa ibang company kasi nga for 13 years, lumaki na ng lumaki yung sweldo ko sa the same company. And then, mag-a-apply ako ulit, as in, balik to zero. Parang hindi ako satisfied. And then, with the RIS training, nakita ko yung potential na kaya kong makitain ulit yung kinikita ko sa abroad. And then, thankfully, with my eagerness to learn sa e-commerce, nakikita ko na yung kinikita ko doon sa abroad.
Okay. Nico, can we also pass on the microphone sa kanyang trainer, si Genesis? Asa si Genesis? Lumabas ba si Genesis? O nga, lumabas siya. O sige, mamaya na lang, pagbalik niya. Sige, would you also like to share your story, Jeric?
Ang pinaghihugutan ko naman ay yung anak ko. Maliit pa yung anak ko. Tapos, before sa training ng RIS, unemployed ako, mahigit 1 taon. So, doon ako kumukuha ng lakas para makahanap naman ng trabaho kahit na nasa bahay. So, kaya I did my best para matapos ko yung training at makamit ko yung award sa training. So, yun lang po.
Thank you very much. Jehan? Kasi marami ka na share kanina, no? So at saka yung sa experience, pero so I'm interested, paano mo in-overcome din yung challenges ng training sa'yo?
Let me just highlight po that Nara Digital was born within the training. 1 week pa lang po kaming nagte-train. Nag-build na kami ng agency namin. So, kung ano po yung hirap na pinagdaanan ng kapwa ko trainees, doble po sa amin ni Raquel. We were told na you only need to devote 2 hours of your time to to this digital agency. And it turned out na ang kabaliktaran po yung nangyari, we only were able to sleep for 2 hours a day in a 24-hour period. So yun, you owe me for that, sir. But I think what pushed us, 18 po kaming completers. That's not an easy feat to accomplish. One thing na nag-push po sa aming lahat to finish was our trainer po talaga, si Sir Ian, because his dedication, his belief in us, yun po talaga, parang nahiya na lang din kami na huwag kaming magtapos. Kasi at the end of there was a time at the end of, parang patapos na yung 21-day campaign, malapit na yung graduation, he went back to Zamboanga, unpaid, wala po siyang honorarium noon as far as I know, for a week, para lang po talaga tutukan yung 21-day campaign namin. And ako po, on my part, I also saw the benefits of finishing the training and completing the training, not just getting the certificate of attendance, but the certificate of completion po. Kasi it can help me advance my career. At sa training pa lang po, nakita ko na yung improvements sa relationship ko with my kids because I was able to bring them with me during the training. And nakikita ko na po na mas nagiging closer na kami. So gusto kong ipagpatuloy pa rin talaga yung closeness namin. And siguro yung food. Kasi even though 21-day campaign, supposedly wala na po kaming free food noon. But since doon na po kami halos nakatira sa DICT office, thank you to Ma'am Tess, pinakain po kami niya ng pinakain.
Okay, thank you. Can we pass the microphone to Marl? Marl, on the spot kita. So si Marl yung trainer ni Jehan. Marl, can you stand up? So siguro baka ikaw rin, pwede ka rin mag-share as a trainer. Para ba, what was it for you before and after the RIS training? At ano masasabi mo sa mga students mo na naging successful? Ano yung tingin mong pa-stand out sa kanila?
Okay. So, good morning everyone. I would like also to say thank you to the ICT for making me a part of this very, very good initiative. I personally joined the RIS trainer team because of the MSME. Because I am a startup founder of shoplocal.ph. Our advocacy is helping MSMEs grow and become sustainable. So Miss Janet is my mentor, so I asked her, and she told me, Marl, I have this program with the ICT. You send me your CV, maybe you will qualify. Um, then when I was in the training for the MSME, I also fell in love with the advocacy of the RIS, which is like empowering people in the countryside. There's a lot of talented people in the countryside, but they have to go out. They have to go to Manila, to Cebu, and to the other cities just to work in the BPO. But I found out that if they just can stay in their home and earn without leaving their family, that's better. Even if they earn smaller compared to their earnings in the city, but their cost of living and that quality time that they have with their family much better yon. So I really okay. This is nice, but I also ask myself, what can I help or what can I do more? So I see these two like mothers here that being a mother or it's like one of the most powerful people in the world. Like if you will empower them with a mission, like they can just do it. So okay, I told them, hey guys, I think we should do something because we have to also contribute. We have to give back, and because the ICT is giving back to you. So what can you do more? So I told them, we can create a digital agency so that you can then give back to your community. So right now, last month they started a free training for single moms and stay-at-home moms and introduce them to the online job. So that's what we're starting. So our advocacy in Nara Digital is really to help empower more people, giving back to the community what the ICT has given to them. So in the training, it's really harsh. Like my God, I can't sleep. I have a business to manage. Then after that, I have people to manage, and these are like from different aspects of their lives. So it's you have to balance. And one of the greatest thing that I've noticed is you can't just force people to learn. But what is the most effective key for me? That's why most of my in the Zamboanga we're so successful that we have 18 completers, and out of 21, the two just almost, but they have really done their best. It's because we have to motivate these people. If they see the value, if they see what it's in it for them, because if imagine if all of the people in the countryside has good source of living, the economy of that um, municipality will really um, become better. So they have more spending power, and also the quality of life. Their family, I can see Raquel, Jehan, and all the other students. If they have improved their relationship with their family, that's one of the things that I can. It's really inspired me. I'm really thankful that I'm part of this. It's not easy. All of the trainers will agree with me. This is like if the trainees are having a hard time, it's like 10 times for the trainers. But if you can see the impact of the RIS that's been given to the community, to the trainers, and also to the MSMEs, that they have increased their income and they can employ more people, that's what inspires us as a trainer. And I know all of my fellow trainers here can agree with me. And we're looking forward now that this will help more people also.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's now hear from Ian.
For me naman po, ang inspiration and motivation to finish the RISTT training is that maybe because of this training, I will have a new job. Because for almost 1 year na unemployed, I'm unemployed, nakakahiya na po sa pamilya ko. So, that's the reason why I'm motivated. Then, for me, because of the RISTT, one of the biggest impact of RISTT is now I am enjoying my job. Then I am the one maintaining the website of my MSME, Abundance Possible Bond. Then now that and I know that she is happy with the outcome of working hand in hand. So now is outlets in the province of 3 outlets in province of Iloilo Then last March, Business Pasalubong is featured in the small magazine of Cebu Pacific. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we can also hear from June, who's the trainer for Autumn Iloilo. June, maybe you can also share para bang what's your before and after RISTT at anong masasabi mo kay Ian na naging factor para maging successful siya as a graduate?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, first, si
By the
Ian.
way, he's June
Yeah.
Barangan pala from Cebu. Sorry.
Si Ian, I think, was one of the most silent trainees sa Oton. Yeah, I would just sit there, do the tasks. I was even surprised to see that I think he was one of the very first trainees to complete the website of the MSME. But hindi siya nagsasalita. Trabaho lang. I think it was because of just like Marl said, and the trainees, the graduates. It was really very hard. The training is very hard. Pagkatapos nga ng training, umuwi ako sa Cebu. Tinanong ako ng wife ko, how was it? And honest, sabi ko sa asawa ko, if I was the trainee, if I did not have 15 years experience in digital marketing, probably iiyak din ako sa training. It was that hard. Pero yeah, seeing the graduates sa Oton, I think there's already 5 or 6 na working na online. San Carlos, a very special case. Very special sa akin din kasi I'm a Negrense. I actually came from Negros. Nasa Cebu lang ako ngayon nakatira. The impact that we have brought to the city of San Carlos, especially together with the cooperation of the local government unit, we will finally see the labor come into fruition. We will be able to provide better jobs sa countryside. So yung mga taga San Carlos City, hindi na nila kailangan tumawid papuntang Cebu City. Hindi na nila kailangan mag-travel over the mountain of Salvador Benedicto para makapuntang Bacolod City, because anytime soon the newest branch of virtual workforce professionals will be operating in San Carlos City. And for that, we really thank the Department of Information and Communications Technology. Without RISTT program, probably, I don't know if mangyayari yung nangyayari ngayon sa San Carlos, sa Iloilo, with the graduates that we have, and sa lahat ng graduates natin, 26 locations last year. And hopefully, we can do better this year in the 65 locations for the RISTT training program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, June. Okay, let's hear from Jacqueline.
Ang nag-push po sa akin na tapusin ko yung training was yung mga fellow trainees ko kasi mga graduate po sila. So sabi ko, ako na nga yung pinakamatanda, baka hindi ko pa matapos. Tapos meron pa yung sinasabi ni Sir JR na pag hindi ko pinasukan na, magbabayad ako. Naku, saan akong kuha ng pambayad? Kaya, ang ginawa ko po, 2 oras na lang po ata ang tulog ko sa buong araw. Kasi mag-google po ako, mag-YouTube po ako para meron po akong ma-share sa mga co-trainees ko pag pasok po namin kinabukasan na hindi na po ako magtatanong sa kanila. Kaya pag matutulog po ako ng 3 or 4, gigising na ako ng 6 kasi pasukan na po pala ng kids ko. Kailangan ko silang i-prepare. Kaya napakahirap po ng RIS training. Sobra-sobra pong umiiyak ako paggabi kasi nga, itutuloy ko pa ba? Kaso magbabayad ako eh. Sabi kong gano'n. Yun po yung impact na binigay sa akin ni Sir JR nung interview po namin ng signing. O kailangan yung tapusin kasi nga may babayaran kayo. Ganun po. Kaya babasahin ko na lang po. This opportunity not only increased my knowledge and upgraded my skills, it opened my eyes to online jobs and gave me an empowering experience by boosting my confidence in using technology.
It took away my previous attitude that lack of education as well as age are hindrance to my progress. For now, I am able to employ campaign marketing as an online seller, and I am able to add my accomplishment to my profile, thus giving me a chance to apply to other online jobs. Um, I wish po na training like this one I could extend more sa mga ibang tao po. At saka hindi po totoong walang forever. Dahil sa impact training po na ibinigay sa amin, may forever po.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. So let's hear naman from the MSMEs because of course yung pagiging successful ng mga MSMEs in the project requires din yung commitment, yung pakikipagtrabaho dun sa kanyang trainer para ma-achieve niya yung kanyang full potential. So gusto natin malaman sa kanila ngayon, ano yung nakita nilang yung collaboration, ano yung mga ginawa nilang collaboration para talaga magkaroon ng malakas na synergy dun sa RIS. Ma'am Fe?
In the beginning, yung assigned trainee ko was the one who gave us yung basic na paano, how we can go to the social media like website and Facebook. At first, sila yung gumagawa talaga. They do all the photo uploading, downloading of whatever concerns we have for our product marketing. But now, kami na mismo, MSMEs also learned a lot from our trainees. That's why every MSME na member of Philippine Exporters Confederation Caraga, kami na mismo ang enter, sales. Thank you.
Thank you. Ma'am Cecilia?
Hello. Sumusuporta po ako sa mga batang to. Nung mga panahong pinagdadaanan nila yung hirap. Kasi during the time na orientation pa lang among the MSME and the scholars, mamimili ka na ng scholar mo. Ganyan, hanap ako ng maganda. Hanap ako ng mga sosyalon ba. Kay, siyempre, in the world of jewelries, sabi ko, ito, yun ang gusto ko. Kasi mukhang articulate talaga siya. Tapos mukha siyang ito na. On the second day, absent siya. On the third day, may text na siya na magkukwit na siya. Sabi kong ganyan, nagkamali pala ako kaya doon sa mga trainers, do not underestimate yung mga tatahi-tahimik dyan. Late na kami, 5 days na, kawawa naman talaga ako kasi wala pa akong domain, wala pa akong nagagawang, although may knowledge ako sa computer, pero hindi katulad ng tinuturo. Talagang 5 days na yun, Sir Engineer Tukib, no? Kawawa talaga ako, wala talaga akong accomplishment. Yung ang layo na nila. Tapos binigyan ako ng isang parang singit lang yun si Jason, Sir, no, engineer. Tapos yun ang binigay sa akin. Napakatahimik po na bata. Pero, nung ginawa niya ako ng isang poster with, yung elegance, yung mga word of, nakaka-encourage. Nilagay niya dun sa isang, binigyan ko siya ng laptop. Hiramin mo yung laptop ko. Hiramin mo yung camera ko. Sige, pumunta ka sa tindahan ko. I-photoshoot mo yan na. Akong bahala. Bibilang kitang Jollibee. Pinunta ko siya. Sabi ko sa tindera ko, asikasuhin mo yan papagandahin niya yung natin. Although puro FB page lang ako. Sabi ko para mas maganda. Hindi ako umasa dun sa camera ng city. Kasi ang dami namin nakapila. Sabi ko, may camera naman ako, gamitin mo yan. Sige, dito ka. Laptop, gamitin mo yan. Iuwi mo sa bahay nyo. Mag-overtime. Yan, pamerienda mo yan mag-overtime ka. Yung suporta natin, ibigay natin. Hanggang sa nag-graduate kami, 1.4 million. Hindi pa kasama yung iba. In 2 weeks time. Ang inspirasyon ko ngayon sa lahat is makuha ko yung mga kaibigan ng mga kliyente ko. Kasi ang nangyari nito, tayong may mga alahas, hindi naman natin sinasabi kung saan natin binili. May iba dyan, kunyari lang, binili niya doon sa ano, pero locally pinagawa lang naman, hindi naman. So, pag pinost mo kasi yon at nag-comment siya, makikita ng mga friend niya, ito pala, dyan pala niya yung pinagawa. Kaya yun ang nangyari nung time na hindi pa kami gumagraduate. Nakita ng mother, may mga client ko kasi meron namang mga malalaking tao, may mga may-ari ng Jollibee, mga oil company, mga papuntahin mo yan dito si Nor, they call me Nor. Oh, gusto mo yan. Itong picture. Ito, nakita ng friend niya. Hindi naman yun umu-order sa akin. Di umu-order sa akin. Kaya, during that span of time, I earned 1.4 million in 2 weeks time. Because of my scholar who give me a very good picture. And nag-uso yung, December yun, no? Nag-uso yung tassel earring. Pinicturan, with the help of his girlfriend siguro, pinicturan niya yung napakagandang babae. Davao Regional Hospital and other companies nag-order sa akin ng how many thousands of tassel earring. Nalos hindi na namin kaya gawin lahat. Just because of that simple picture. Ganun ko, kaya sinusuportahan ko ang programa ng gobyerno na to, na sana, ayokong magdamdam. Sana isa rin yung anak ko sa makabenepisyo na ganitong programa sa darating na panahon. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po. Meron pa tayong 2 trainers nandito kaso hindi ko makita yung isang trainer. Si Christine. Yan. Christine, although wala kang estudyante na nandito ngayon sa stage, I'm interested to know, ikaw rin as a trainer, ano yung nagbago sa'yo before and after RIS? At ano ang masasabi mo sa mga experience mo sa iyong mga estudyanteng naka-completion?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Ohagan, and I'm the founder of Ohagan Virtual Solutions. I started my freelancing career 6 years ago when I was 18. And now that I am 23, there are a lot of doors of opportunities that opened. And isa nga yung training opportunity, isa yung maging part ng RS Technical Training Program last year. So I have 3 locations, Paradal, Misamis Occidental, Calibo, Aklan, and then Del Carmen, Siargao Island. So before the training, medyo yung expectations ko sobra na kasi I've read the module and medyo technical talaga siya. So nag-expect na ako na there will be sleepless nights, na may mga struggles, pero I motivated myself because how can I motivate these people if ako mismo sa sarili ko is not sure of what I am doing? So I've met people stop me from mentoring these people. So along the way, internet connection problems, minsan nawawala yung kuryente, minsan nawawala yung MSME, siguro kasi medyo talaga yung training. Pero sa mga locations ko, high completion din. Sa Calibo Aklan, you have 13 completers in Calibo Aklan. And then, yun yung may mga maraming naka-generate ng online jobs. And then, from these 3 locations, they were able to formulate their agency because we inspired them of creating their own homegrown BPO company because it's better to provide their services to international and local clients as a group para diverse yung ma-offer nila na services. So for Plaridel, we have Digitech Solutions. Of course, sa support ng local government units, especially si Mayor Te, na grabe talaga yung support, all out yung support niya for their agency. And then for Del Carmen, Siargao Islands, we have Siargao Prep Up Lancers. They're also offering different services to local and international clients, and some of them were absorbed by their partner MSMEs. And for Calibo Aklan, we have Ecotech Ecotech Solutions. So may dalawang students ako who will be a part of the breakthrough sessions tomorrow. One from Plaridel, si Regime, who is also doing a website development job for both local and international clients. And then si Swizer from Kalibo Aklan, who is also a co-founder of Ecotech. So, marami akong na-learn all throughout the process. Hindi lang ako yung nag-mentor, pati din ako, marami akong natuto from my students. I was able to mingle with different people. I was able to get different inputs from other people. So the RIS technical training really served as a training ground for me as well. I was able to develop a lot for myself. And then I am really happy that I also started like them, and right now I'm already mentoring these people. And it's just very fulfilling in my end that even if I am coming from a very remote area in Lanao del Norte, in Kapatagan to be exact, I was able to share opportunities and I was able to travel in the Philippines, providing impact to these people to help create jobs and to help provide sustainable employments in the countryside.
Thank you very much. At dahil yung trainer ni Lorenzo nagpe-prepare yata sa PRESCON ngayon, I wonder kung si Sir Melan nandito ba sa room? O kung wala siya, baka pwede si Ma'am Cheryl. Pwede pakibigay natin kay Ma'am Cheryl yung microphone. Ma'am Cheryl, ano masasabi niyo? Kasi yung Cavite cluster, although part siya ng batch 1, no? Pero isa to sa mga naging successful na batches. So ano po masasabi niyo dun sa inyong class? At naging ano rin sila? Successful sila.
Yeah, thank you. Foremost, I'd like to thank my team, Melan. Melan is here, so I should hand over the mic to Melan. Melan, and of course, the team of Carmona Cavite. Being the pilot, ito yung class na hindi siya modified, no? Strictly speaking, the training was taken per se, ano yung original. Kung nahirapan na yung ibang batches, lalong expectedly nahirapan itong batch na to. But nakikita doon yung camaraderie, yung passion and commitment of the group to work individually, but more importantly, as a group. Kaya nga, nag-surface yung DigiWorks. The compelling reason for them to be able to do that is not just to earn for themselves, but actually paying back and moving forward to be gainfully employed in this freelancing world. And we'd like to thank the team, the trainees, because given all the challenges, they persevered. Hand in hand, of course, with the help of their mentor, Genesis, although he's not around, and of course, Melan, na talagang tinutukan. And of course, si Mayor po. Si Mayor, andun po yung all-out support. And in fact, inspired with the output, the outcome of the training, the commitment and passion of also of the trainees. Aside from the fact na nag-construct siya ng building para talaga maging isang Tech for Ed RIS Hub, which started as a one-story building. Ngayon, it was expanded to be a two-story building para yung second floor, ito na yung magiging co-working space nitong mga trainees para talaga nandoon yung avenue and reason for them to move on as online worker. And I also would like to thank Angel Macha. Nandito po siya. Siya po yung big brother nitong mga trainees. Hindi po to magpo-pursue because of him, hindi lang walang tulugan, but walang atrasan. Sabi nga kanina ng isang mga trainee, dito, my forever. Kasi even after the training, my forever, yung support ng LGU, ng Carmona, through Angel. And of course, the ICP, our team, and the cluster, and the ICT PMO in general.
Maraming salamat po. So, I believe I have to wrap up the session already at sana po nag-enjoy kayo doon sa mga stories na shinare nila ng mga trainers. Actually, gusto ko pa sanang pagsalitain din yung mga clusters. Kaso sabi, kailangan ko na i-shorten yung aking time. Can we give them all a warm applause and ating congratulations sa kanila. Kindly stand up and I think we'll be given yung recognition.
Once again, thank you very much to Ms. Janet Toral and her panel. Please remain on stage, and may I call on stage as well Ms. Emilu Delfin, ASEC Alan Silor, Undersecretary Monchito Ibrahim, and OIC Undersecretary Eliseo Rio Jr. to hand over
the respective tokens of appreciation. Once again, a big round of applause for our panelists and moderator. As you very well know, Ms. Janet Toral is an e-commerce advocate and the founder of Digital Filipino. She has been instrumental in the crafting of the Philippine e-commerce roadmap and passing of e-commerce law. She has been recognized globally for her passion and contribution in the industry and the assistance she provided to the government and the community. Once again, a big round for our panelists and our moderators. Thank you also to the undersecretaries, Asik Sulor and Demi. So before we go on break, I know some of you are looking forward to our lunch break. Let me just acknowledge a couple of people that we failed to acknowledge at the start of the program. We have from the office of Senator Bam Aquino, Ms. Carol Malinab. Ms. Carol, where are you? Please stand up to be recognized. Is she somewhere here? And also, Kasimanwa from Negros, Mayor Gerardo Balmayor of San Carlos City. Mayor, where are you? Please stand up to be recognized. Mayong aga sa inyo. So it's very different to look at the achievements of the RIS from a couple of PowerPoint slides. And it's totally different hearing it from those that the program has touched. There's going to be a lot more discussion for this afternoon. And may I invite you all to partake of the sumptuous lunch prepared by our hosts. And we will see you again this afternoon at exactly 1:30 p.m. in the same room. Maraming salamat po. Good morning.
What's not to learn when it's right? My heart is yours entitled. Made of struggle for a fight. Lost in the rush of your smile. You know you never give it up. You know you never give it up. You know you never give it up. Never give it up. You know you never give it up. You know you never give it up. No, no, never give it up. Never give it up. No, no. Ain't afraid to take you home, ready. Waiting on your love to come get me. Gonna get down, you home, ready, ready. Ain't afraid to take you home, ready. Waiting on your love to come get me. Gonna get down, you home, ready, ready, ready. No one ever gives me up. Nobody gonna save me. You know one ever gives me up. Ready, ready, ready.
Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, is the primary entity of the Philippine government tasked to plan, develop, and promote the national ICT development agenda. To build the capacity of individuals in the countryside, the department is implementing the Rural Impact Sourcing Program. The RIS program focuses on high-density areas with low employment due to lack of investors. It also provides access to new income opportunities to individuals that might not otherwise be employed in the ICT-enabled sectors. The DICT has developed a module that will provide technical training on these jobs. The training primarily aims to increase people's hireability by focusing on development and improvement on their ICT skills and utilize it for employment opportunities. In 2017, the DICT conducted the training program in 26 locations all over the country and produced 534 online Filipino workers. Let us meet a few of them.
I'm Jacqueline Torres, 36 years of age, a single mom to 3 kids. Losing my husband and providing for my kids was already challenging. On top of this, I haven't finished my education and had no work experience. Pero kailangan ko pong kumayod para sa aking pamilya. Kaya naisipan ko po na magkaroon ng pagkakitaan. Malaki po ang naging pagbabago sa aking buhay dahil isa po akong solo parent. Maswerte po ako, nabigyan po ako ng oportunidad na makasali sa training na ito. Masayang-masaya po ako at very proud sa aking sarili. Sa kasalukuyan po, napag-aaral ko ang aking mga anak ng maayos at nagagamit ko po ang mga natutunan ko computer skills and knowledge through RIS technical training bilang isang online freelancer at online seller. Never lose hope, there's always opportunities. Never give up and don't stop learning.
My name is Jesus Lilis Jr. Nakatira po ako sa La Union, Cabadbaran, Agusan del Norte. Nung hindi pa ako sumali sa training, hindi ko alam kung paano magkaroon ng magandang ideya para magkaroon ng kliyente. Marami akong natutunan sa training. Sa pagpasok ko sa training, nalalaman ko po kung ano ang gagawin para makakuha ako ng good client. Napakaganda po ang programa sa RIS. Lahat ng itinuturo nila doon ay nagagamit ko. Ito po yung unang libro ko na natapos. Ito ngayon ako lang ang magdi-design sa lahat ng dito. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-abroad eh. Sana po magpatuloy itong training sa RIS at sana mayroong second batch dito sa Cabadbaran para marami ang matuto.
When RIS technical training came in, wala pa kaming Facebook account. So, yung training natin, gumawa siya for us. I highly recommend RIS TT trainees to be part of MSMEs in promoting our products and our services. We want to help and promote our own freelance community, so we won't be hiring from the outside.
I am June Barangan, one of the ICT's national trainers for the Rural Impact Sourcing Technical Training Program. The partnership will bring ICT jobs to the countryside. The people in San Carlos will never have to go to Cebu City or Manila City, to the big cities. They can get their jobs in the ICT industry in their hometown while getting paid almost the same. While we are just starting small here in San Carlos City, we'll be starting with 33 seats. But over time, we are planning to expand and might be hitting 100 seats by the end of the year.
My name is Leif Brian Margalio. I am the CEO and founder of Virtual Workforce Professionals. Everything started when I attended the RIS technical training graduation. I saw the potential of San Carlos based on the graduates and the skill sets of their graduates. Our company provides call center and virtual assistant services to clients all over the globe. So we have been providing jobs to the countryside, especially to people who'd like to work home-based. So this is the same structure that we will be using to provide jobs to San Carlos and the city and their talents.
This is a partnership between the city government and our barangay officials in our respective barangays where we establish Tech for Ed programs. So this is really a win-win situation for everybody, especially the city government.
The stories of Jacqueline, the partnership of the LGU and Virtual Workforce Professionals, Fe and Jesus, are only a few of many more inspiring individuals who have rose above the challenges of unemployment with the help of training assistance from the RIS TTP. In the years to come, the DICT wishes to expand this network to even farther areas where the next Filipino global business may spring forth.